So a net ionic equation is a type of equation that really focuses on the ionic reactant, so the little ions floating in the water-like solution, forming what products. So these products are usually going to be solid state because when you have ions in a solution and you make an ion product, they're just going to dissociate, right? So the relevant reaction is two ions colliding to form a solid, or whatever, how many ions you need to form this product. So I've already done this formula. So what you would do is you're given the two reactants, and then you're going to swap, right? This is going to swap with this, and then the silver is going to swap with the chloride ion, go pair with the chloride ions. So what you get is calcium nitrate and silver chloride, I think. So what happens is now we can start the relevant parts of the reaction after you've figured out. But first you have to balance it. So you know that this is probably going to be this. You need two of these, so that means that this needs to have two. Sorry about the handwriting. So now we can tear these components apart because in an aqueous solution, these two components would be ions, right? Because they're going to dissociate. So what we're going to get is one chloride ion, two chloride ions, one calcium ion, two silver ions, two nitrate ions. And that's going to form, since this is an aqueous solution, this is going to dissociate. Since this is a solid, we just keep it written as is, since this won't dissociate, since it's not soluble. So now that we have all the written components out, we can start figuring out what reactants and what products are in fact necessary for this reaction to take place. So things that are not necessary in these types of reactions are called spectator ions, and what that means is they're the same in the reactant side as they are in the product, so they haven't changed at all. So that means they're not really relevant in the reaction. So you can see an example of this would be the calcium ion. It really didn't change or do anything within the reaction, right? So for the net ionic equation, this would be a spectator ion, and it is not part of it. So you could cross that out. So the two chloride ions are necessary since it's, part of this product, the solid product. So it's going to stay in the net ionic equation. The silver ions are also necessary because it's also part of the product. The two nitrate ions are not necessary since, they're the same on both sides of the arrow. It hasn't really done anything. So what we get is this. So these are the relevant ions that are taking place and doing the reaction and forming this product. So this is what you would write.